Welcome back to the channel. Alright guys, so my last video got, let's see here, if it would load, 77 likes. Shout out to all of y'all that liked the video. Really appreciate it. So I said if I got 15 likes, I would do a part 2 to that video. So I'm going to do a part 2 to that video. But first, I've got a different video idea. So hear me out here. You got all the famous truck people on Instagram. So we're going to be doing 10 famous people. Their trucks. We're going to rate their trucks. So we're going to do 10 trucks. We're going to do one thing that I don't like or one thing that I would have done differently. And then we're going to do one part that I feel like is missing or that it needs that I would recommend that they buy right away. So these are going to be people with 10,000 followers on Instagram or more. If they have 10,000 followers on Instagram or more, I've went through here, found 10 people that we're going to do. These are not in any kind of order from how much I like them, whatever. Oh, and also we're going to rate them 1 through 10, just like in the last video. So like I said, these are not in any kind of order. We're just going to throw them up on the screen. In the last video, y'all recommended that I should do more pictures of the trucks. So I've got a couple different pictures together. And we're going to look through a couple different pictures together and check out their build. And talk about, I'm only doing 10 trucks in this video so we can talk about them a little bit more. Each truck in the last video, if you haven't seen that, I'll link it like right here if I can remember how to do that. I don't really know how to do that, but I'm gonna link it right here if I know how. If I don't link it right here, go check it out. It's called rating trucks on Instagram or rating my followers trucks or something like that. So they have to have 10,000 or more followers, and it doesn't matter the brand, whatever. Hopefully there's some 6.0s in here. Y'all will find out, because you know I like 6.0s. Alright, let's get right into it. Okay, up first. Yes, I know, it's a 6.0. Did you really think that you were going to watch one of my videos without it being a 6.0? Okay, Cory Powers 15 on Instagram. 13.5K, 13.5 thousand followers. I love it, love the color of it. I think it's actually the same color as my truck. I don't see a picture of it like in the sun, so I can't really tell. I want to say that it's the same color as my truck though, maybe. No, it looks a little bit more gray. I think it's a little bit more gray. I have no idea. It's either gray or the charcoal beige color, or it could be some random gray. I have no idea. Anyway, so I'm going to rate this truck an 8 out of 10. One thing that I dislike is the platinum tailgate. Just not a fan of the platinum tailgates on a 6.0. So yeah, 8 out of 10. I would change the platinum tailgate, even though they're worth a lot of money. I just don't like them on a non-platinum truck. Like it's not quite as bad as putting a Raptor grill on an F-150, but it's somewhere around there. One part that I would order for this truck is a Overkill Fab grill, just like I've got. I wouldn't get the exact same one. They can make something custom for you. I think that would be super, super awesome to get rid of the XLT grill and do something custom like on my truck. I'll pop a picture of the grill on it right now. So something like that on that truck I feel like would be super, super cool. Maybe do like a polished band like on the front of it, if that was polished instead of like a color. Anyway, on to the next one. Alright, next up is one of my actual sponsors, a personal favorite here on the channel. I'm going to go ahead and throw a picture of this. This is his company truck, so I guess you could still call it his personal truck. So he has this Duramax, and then he also has, I'll throw up here on the picture, on the screen, he has this Yukon. I think it's a Yukon. Yes, it has to be a Yukon. Yes, it's a Denali. So this is the owner of a company called Grill Technologies, and they do all solid aluminum exhaust tips. I've got one on the truck. I'll pop it up here on the screen right now. So y'all go check these out. Go give these guys a follow. They do sponsor the channel here, so it really, really helps out a lot if y'all go hit them up and check out their exhaust tips. They can do one-off stuff. They've got exhaust tips that you can pick from. Every single one of them is made to order. It's just like a set of American Force wheels. These tips are a piece of artwork. So it's a octagon exhaust tip with 8 pieces, 8 overlays. There's 4 overlays on each side. So it's literally a 9-piece exhaust tip. And they mount with an awesome clamp. Super, super nice tips, and they can do custom stuff as well. So we're gonna go ahead and rate his 2500. This thing is rolling on a humongous FTS lift, I think it is. And it's got like all kinds of crazy shocks and stuff and like this big hoop. I'll throw up a picture of that. And it's also on bags, it looks like. So I don't know how much adjustment he has. I've never really asked him any of like the technical terms. I'm pretty sure it's 4-linked and swapped in the rear. I don't know if it's bagged in the rear too. I can't really see in the photos. No, I think it's got coilovers in the rear. Anyway, 10 out of 10. Wouldn't change a thing. Wouldn't order a thing. Same for the Denali Yukon. Both of them are freaking perfect. And Grill Tech, really, really appreciate it, bro. You all keep doing your thing, and hopefully you get some exhaust tip orders from that. Y'all go check them out. They have the baddest exhaust tips that I've ever seen, and they're solid aluminum. So you go out here and pay $300, $400, $500, $600 for an exhaust tip, spend $100, $200, $300 in powder coating it, and then it's rusting 3 or 4 years later. These tips are solid aluminum. They will never go anywhere. Check them out. Okay, listen, don't say that in the YouTube video.
Are you making a YouTube video right now?
Oh yeah.
Right now you are?
Alright guys, so I will rate some more trucks as soon as I absolutely destroy this food that we just now fixed. Hey, y'all say hey to Colby too. I'll pop up a picture of his truck. I rate it a 0. Y'all go give him a follow anyway though. I'm just kidding. Alright boys, I will rate another truck here in about let's just go ahead and do it right now. Okay. Next up is going to be Aspinwall _ 3.7, 17,000 followers on Instagram. He also has a YouTube channel, so go to his Instagram, throw a picture of it right now, and click the link in his bio. Check out his YouTube channel, click subscribe. He has a 2015 F350. Gonna go ahead and start throwing up pictures of it right now. So this thing is on a humongous wicked suspension. I think it's called their Colossal Lift or something like that. It's got like the big fabricated 4-link arms and fabricated traction bars and all that. It literally looks so good. And you can go check out more pictures. I know I've been cycling through a couple pictures on here. So we'll go ahead and rate this truck. I'm gonna rate this truck a 10 out of 10. One thing that I dislike or don't like about it, and this really isn't a huge big deal to me, at least it is the same color as this powder coat, but the FX4 stickers on the bed, if it was mine, I wouldn't have those, or I would take those off. Nice custom touch though, since they are the same color as the suspension color that he went with, the teal. I would just tint the front windshield if the police aren't crazy where you're at. His front windshield is not tinted. It doesn't look like, maybe it is. I don't think it is though, but I really, really like a tinted front shield. Go like his channel and subscribe to it. Check him out on Instagram. On to the next one. 22.6 thousand followers on Instagram, and let's see how many subscribers on YouTube. 17.5K, and he just now got a new setup, 30x16s on his truck. It is the Gabe Farrell Productions on Instagram and on YouTube. It is a 2012 Ford F350. He bought it with a lift and everything on it. It's a Plan B built truck with the Plan B lift and everything. The truck looks as good as it's ever looked right now. There's still all kinds of little small things that I would change if it was mine. But I'm gonna rate this truck a 7 out of 10. The truck is phenomenal. It's absolutely awesome. There's just a lot of little things that bother me about this truck. And the first one would be the front bumper. I wish that it had either a different aftermarket front bumper or just a factory one. And then I would color match the headlights. I've seen a lot of pictures of the suspension on this truck, and it has a lot of, I guess it's just where it was built so long ago. I think this truck was built like back in 2015 or 2016. I've seen a lot of pictures like circulating through Instagram, but I want to say that it has like all kinds of like surface rust like on the coilovers and all kinds of places, and the powder coat is chipping in a lot of places. Which with a daily driven truck, you know, you can expect that. It doesn't change how nice the truck is. It's just getting used. But definitely with a truck this nice, I would invest in a cheap daily driver. Probably do something with the front bumper, something with the headlights. Other than that, it looks good. Love the 30. Next up, we got Whistlin Diesel. We're gonna be doing his 2017, I think it is. This truck was so bad at first until he destroyed it. Still a bad truck. Still probably worth way more than my truck, sadly, even in the state that it's in. But we're gonna go ahead and rate it in the state that it's in versus the state that it used to be. So now it's probably like a 8 out of 10. It used to be a 10 out of 10. So the only thing differently that I would have done is I probably wouldn't have buried it. I probably wouldn't have jumped it as many times. I probably wouldn't have tore the fenders off or tore the bed off with the excavator. Probably wouldn't have spray painted like the $12,000 wheels, $13,000 wheels, however much they are. Let's see. No, that's about it. I probably wouldn't have done any of that stuff, but shout out to Whistlin Diesel, because that's what he makes a living doing, pushing these trucks to the limits and just doing stupid stuff that he enjoys doing. So you keep doing you, bro. I know you're probably never gonna see this, but if you did, that would be cool. And anyway, love the Dodge. He's building a Dodge, so y'all go check him out on YouTube if you haven't already seen him. If you've seen me, then I know you've absolutely seen Whistlin Diesel. But if you haven't, go check out his Instagram, give him a follow, give him a subscribe on YouTube. And pretty much, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have tore the truck apart, but that's what he done. And he just now made a video on like whether he financially done good on that or not, and I'm pretty sure he said that like he made all of his money back and then some. So more power to him. It made for some awesome content and putting that lift kit to the test, and it definitely passed the test. So shout out to Any Level Lift. Definitely check out that hydraulic lift. Any Level Lift is what it's called. But the truck was a 10 out of 10 before he destroyed it. Now it's an 8 out of 10 simply only because it's destroyed. I wouldn't have done anything different. That truck was built absolutely perfect by Retro Customs. So go give them a follow as well. Next up is gonna be a guy named Jake_Edwards_. Looks like this is a 20, I'm not real familiar with these body style trucks. It's like a 2017 or 18. It's like the last body style of the Chevys, like before they like ruined them. And it is 4-linked and bagged in the rear, so it is squatted in some of these pictures. It does adjust up to level whenever he wants it to, and it does go all the way down to pretty much riding the tire. Super nice truck. It is on, I think they're 26 by 16s and 35s. So that is a super fat setup, especially on a 1500 truck. Really good quality pictures. Super nice truck. It's a high country. So I'm gonna go ahead and rate this truck a 10 out of 10. I think this truck is absolutely beautiful and it was built correctly. One thing that I would have done differently, and this is just personal preference, would have went with a different spoke cutout. These wheels have like a very humongous face on them, if that makes sense. And like, I'm not like a huge fan of them. They're absolutely gorgeous wheels. They're nicer than mine. Not saying anything bad about them. But other than that, that's all that I would have done differently. And one part that I would order for it right now if it was mine, just a color match Chevy emblem for the front, or smooth and color match the black plastic on the valence and the mirrors. And that's really all that I would do to it. So 10 out of 10. On to the next one. Super nice trucks in the video again. 83.8 thousand followers. We're talking Omar St Cloud. If y'all don't know who Omar St Cloud is, he owns or runs or has something big to do with SOF Forjado wheels, which I think is like forged or something in Spanish. I don't know any Spanish whatsoever. But he has a humongous Duramax. I think it's a Duramax. I would imagine that it's a Duramax. So he has a absolutely humongous, I have no idea what size lift this is. Probably like a 20 to 20, between 20 and 25 inch lift, I would say roughly. And the truck is absolutely massive. This is the dude, I don't know if you've seen the videos, but he got pulled out of his truck at LST, the Lone Star Throwdown, and he got arrested. So they literally run up to his truck and break his window, and then he finally opens the door, which they didn't give him any time to really open the door. They literally like warned him a little bit and then yanked him out. And of course, I don't know the full story on this. Maybe they begged him forever, maybe they didn't. Definitely think this was taken way too far. And then they yank him out of the truck, throw him on the ground. Super aggressive just for a truck show. I mean, that's absolutely retarded. But that's just my personal opinion. But they took it way too far, in my opinion. But it's okay though, because it got him a lot of clout, so to say, or views, whatever you want to call it. It got a lot of attention on here on Instagram. I want to say he probably gained like 10 or 15,000 followers on Instagram after that. So I love the solid white. Like usually like that would be too much white for me. One thing, if I could do something different, even though like the whole body and everything's color matched, I would do polished wheels on it. I wouldn't do solid white wheels, and it still looks good with the solid white wheels. Not even saying that, but I would do a polished wheel on that truck. And really, from where it's all white and color matched everything, you could even do black wheels on it, like black with white accents instead of milled accents, and that would look good too. But I think a solid polished wheel with a powder coated like back face, like the back side of the wheel, and like in the windows of the wheel would be white. I think that would be a little bit better of a choice, but definitely looks good. Solid build overall. Next up, we have Lifted 6.7. He has 35.4 thousand followers, 35.4K. He has a Illuma Duty. It's a 2018 F250. It's on a Wicked suspension. I think it's the same one that the guy earlier in the video had. It is like the Colossal or whatever it's called. I don't even know. They've got, I think the Colossal is actually like the big rounded one. I'm not sure what they call this one, but it's a massive lift too. The traction bars are huge. It is still leaf springs in the back. He looks like he's got all of the leaf springs and stuff powder coated. He's got a big old coil in the front powder coated with a spacer, just like I've got. Let's see, all the sway bar, pretty much everything powder coated except for the axles, about like my truck. Everything's powder coated. Super nice truck. Very expensive, fancy, nice lift kit. If I could do one thing differently, I would have just went a little bit bigger. I feel like the 30 by 16s and 42s is a little bit stuffed on there, but it's also, you see a lot of trucks on there that are like skating them, and I guess you could go either way. I feel like I would go about 2 inches in the front and then 2 inches in the rear. But other than that, that's really all that I would do differently on that truck. I love it. I wouldn't have went with blue, but I mean, blue looks so good under there. But you know, that's just, I mean, everybody's different. So just like I'm wanting for my truck, I'm about to order some coilovers. I think that I'll just order some coilovers for it, because I feel like that Wicked lift would go up a little bit higher probably. I'm sure it's adjustable. So I would probably just order some coilovers and powder coat the springs on them, and I think that would look really good. And some of the like the fabricated buckets. That's what I'm going to be doing whenever I swap over to coilovers. And that's pretty much it. I rate this thing a 10 out of 10. Looks super good. Lil_B_rad with 2 Ds. 35.1K followers. Lil B Rad. He has a cat eye on 24x14s, or well, he had that. I think that truck's gone. D-Max, Duramax, whatever, on 28x16s. It's on a solid axle swap, SoFlo lift, I'm pretty sure. Like a solid axle swap. The 4-link and everything is by SoFlo. And he owns a business called Davis Customs. So y'all go ahead and go give them a follow. I will put a link to that above. And they do powder coating, lift kit installation, paint work, all kinds of stuff. But this isn't a business review. But anyway, check them out too if you're, I think he's in South Carolina. He's in South Carolina or North Carolina. So if you're looking for a shop to get some stuff done, definitely hit them up and get you a quote on everything that you're needing done. So we're gonna go ahead and start the rate. I'm gonna go ahead and rate this truck 9 out of 10. And everything on this truck is done absolutely perfect. I love the color of it. I love the color of the suspension. I love the lift. I love how it leans a little bit. I love everything about this truck except for one thing. I do love the grill. Don't get me wrong, like the billet insert on the grill. But this truck is so nice that I feel like it needs some sort of like custom made grill of some sort, to where it would have some red in it, like some sort of big custom made grill, like maybe like the one that I have on my truck, or someone somewhere probably makes a pretty dope grill for that, and I think that would be awesome. Other than that, one part that I would order for it is just the grill, and the only thing that I would have done different is just the grill. So 9 out of 10. I feel like with an awesome grill on that thing, solid 12 out of 10 all day long. So keep doing you, and shout out to Davis Customs. Next up is going to be 20,200 or 20.2K, whatever you want to say. Super clean 6.0. If y'all follow me, then you already follow him. Tatted Olson is his name, tatted_Olson. Super clean 6.0. I think it's on like 10 or 12 inches of lift, somewhere in there. Coilover conversion, TSO exhaust tip. I think he's like powder coating the axles, doing all kinds of crazy stuff right now. He's running Archon wheels right now. I think he got sponsored by them or got the hookup from them, or maybe some sort of sales rep position. Something to do with Archon. He swapped over to them. He's pushing the brand hard. So definitely looks super good. Not gonna lie, I like the 26x16s more. I'm sure he did too. I don't think that Archon makes a 26x16 though. Is probably why he's not running those. He went with a 26x14. But you know, it's whatever deal you got, whatever you're running. It looks good either way. It doesn't change the fact that it's a beautiful truck. He's got an overkill fabrication grill just like on my truck, except it's a different design. He's having it painted and stuff right now, or he's painting it, I don't even know. I've seen it on his story, so that's going to be on there here soon. And I really love the color of the truck, but I'm sure the light bar is super nice to have at nighttime. And I wasn't a fan of the grill because of the light bar, but he's getting rid of that. I don't know if the new one will have a light bar in it or not. I like the light bar, but I just wish that it had been centered. But either way, beautiful truck, all color matched, mirrors, tail lights, headlights, valence, front bumper, everything, whole 9 yards. It's got some 2008 and up interior swap. I think it's got like the door panels done, maybe the seats, I don't even know. There's not any interior pictures, but I've seen some on his story. It's got the Starlight headliner, all gold suspension, gold leafs, big dual striker dual steering stabilizers. It's got a lot of work done to it underneath in the suspension area, and it just looks so good. Big Gen Y hitch on the back, that looks super good. He just now got that put on. Really love the truck. He's got the high roller license plate. I think that looks pretty sweet, and seems to be a pretty cool guy. I've not talked to him much, 2 or 3 times. Super nice truck though. I'm gonna rate it a 10 out of 10. One thing that I would have done differently is just kept the 26x16s, and or wait until Archon comes out with some 26x16s if he's sticking with those wheels. And then one part that I would order for it right now, I don't really have anything because he just now got the grill. That was like the only thing that I would have changed. So, oh yeah, also, here's your little sneak peek. You can go give him a follow. That's his rendering. So I assume that he's about to do a lot of work to this truck and completely change it up. So y'all go give Tatted Olson a follow. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that truck. So this is gonna be one of the, I think this is the most popular one that we've done so far. It's gonna be Bug BMX. He's a YouTuber, and of course he's famous on here on Instagram as well. He's got a big Dodge that went to SEMA, and the colors underneath this truck and the wrap and him doing it himself and all the powder coating and stuff, super awesome. This one's going to be pretty quick. I love the polished wheels. I love the new different style of build that he went with. I think it looks super awesome. Super big wheels. I don't like the Iron Man tires. Maybe he got like a really good deal on those or something. I would never run Iron Man tires ever in my life. I feel like the tire treads look like Shrek feet or something, like a bunch of Shrek feet. But either way, still awesome truck. But that's the only thing that I would have done different. I'm still giving it a 10 out of 10. Y'all go check out his YouTube. Go check out his Instagram, Bug BMX. His link to his YouTube is in his bio. Really love seeing stuff like this in the truck community, especially popular people doing different stuff like this. I think it looks awesome. Alright guys, and this goes along with the last one. He's got 48.1 thousand followers on Instagram. It is 6.7_lime Ryan Mayer on YouTube. He's got like 100 and something thousand subscribers on YouTube. This goes along with the last one. Just like I said, I like seeing stuff that's different. The green, like if he had just left all the suspension and stuff underneath it like black and not done any powder coating and not done like a full like coilover conversion, extensive suspension work on the lift, I feel like the green would have been out of place. But whenever you pair it with the purple and just like make something that nobody's ever seen before, like all the yellow and the purple, green and purple, I'm an idiot. This truck went to SEMA as well. He's got the big RBP grill, RBP wheels. I really don't know what size they are. Oh, wheels, 26 by 14 on 40s. So 26s on 40s. Let's see, does it say what size the lift is? It's a 12-inch. So the lift is a 12-inch lift on 40s. You know that truck is absolutely massive in person. I have absolutely nothing to say different that I would have done to this truck. I mean, obviously, I probably wouldn't have bought green. I probably wouldn't have done, even if I did buy green, I wouldn't have done purple. But it looks awesome and it's different, and he'd done it. And he's also got a single cab truck that he painted himself. Humongous shout out. Like, this is like one of my favorite YouTubers. So if Ryan was to ever watch this, that would mean a lot to me, bro. Especially if you commented on this video, that would be awesome. But I watch all of his videos, and I feel like Ryan is sort of like me. Like, he just goes for stuff. He just does it himself. He's got enough skill to where he knows what not to do and what to do. And he's not afraid to show like that he messes up. You don't always get stuff on the first try, guys. Like, it takes time after time after time after time after time, again and again. Just like my how-to videos, I've damaged so many taillights and stuff. Like, before I learned how to color match taillights, you know, I broke 5 or 6 sets. Before I learned how to open up headlights, I broke 2 or 3 sets. Like, you have to learn. Like, before I painted, obviously, like, before I could paint good and get glass finish, like, I had a lot of orange peel, or I had a lot of flaking, or I didn't prep the surface right, and there was spots in it, or fish eyes, or whatever. Everybody learns. Everybody starts out somewhere. So that's going to end the video pretty much. I'm going to rate this truck a 10 out of 10. I'm going to rate the person that owns it a 10 out of 10. He seems like a super awesome guy. I would love to meet Ryan. It would be a dream of mine to meet up with Ryan on the channel. If you guys could make that happen, that would be crazy. So I know that this video will probably only get like 600 or 700 views maybe. I think that's what the last one has, like the last one is up to so far. But if you all follow Ryan, that would mean a ton to me, guys. Like, if he could see this. And I know that he probably doesn't see all the comments. So it would be really cool if you all just put a link to this video and told him to skip to however many minutes this is in the video. I think that would be really, really awesome. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. So I just want to tell you all, thank you for watching the video this far. If you've watched it this far, if you would, please click that subscribe button down below. Turn on the post notification bell so you get notified when I post another video. We've got a bunch of videos coming up soon. Awesome, awesome content. We're going to be doing coilover conversion on the F250 that I have here on the channel. It's already at 12 inches of lift. You can go check out the previous videos on the channel. We're going to be doing more personal videos like this, like where I'm just sitting here rating trucks or doing something, or random cooking videos or anything. So I'm going to always try to keep innovating and changing up my content to where nobody gets bored. So if you like what you watched today, don't forget, click that subscribe button. And always remember, everybody starts out as a nobody. I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.